want to stay. There it is. I can sing unless you're on the Good morning. Good morning. How's everyone doing today? Great. Commissioners, are there any other business to be transacted from our January 24th meeting? There being none, the meeting is adjourned. I'd like to call to order our February the 7th commission meeting at 9:04, I think that said. Ms. DiLiberto, would you please call the roll?
Commissioner Aaron.
Here.
Commissioner Bond.
Yes.
Commissioner Spell.
Good morning.
Commissioner Coniston. Commissioner Stevens.
Thank you very much. I'd like to have everyone stand for an invocation. Malcolm Barber, Director of Pastoral Care at UAB, was going to lead us in our invocation, and I would like to get Mr. Eddie Penny to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance after that.
Let us pray. Loving God, we thank you for the opportunity to work together with people who care about people. We ask that you remind us about the value of teamwork, whether it be fostering creativity in our own learning, whether it's taking the strengths of each one of us to make all of us stronger, to build trust with one another and with those we serve. But help us to remember that we are also called to be a team that works together for the good, who reaches and works on overcoming conflict and resolution. But most of all, we pray that you would help us be faithful in our calling. Help us as we do what is best for all. We look to you and say thank you for your love and for your grace and for your willingness to give us strength and hope and even peace. And for all these things, we pray in your loving name. Amen.
Amen. Let us pledge allegiance to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. What'd you say, Joe? Commission have for you the minutes from the commission meeting January 24th. Are there any additions, corrections, or revisions to those minutes?
Move that we dispense the reading of the minutes from the administrator.
Second.
Second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Next on the agenda, we have a presentation by Commissioner Sheila Cox.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. It's District 2 pleasure and the County Commission to present this resolution to Coach Clark. We are so proud of you. You know, you came back and you came back winning. You left winning and came back winning. and that's really, I'm a coach. I'm a softball coach because I know that's hard to do. Because you got to try to find good athletes all back, all again. You got to start from scratch. So, my hat's off to you. You have put Birmingham and Jefferson County on the map. You have people from Germany, all over the country looking at us. and coming and looking at our students and the things that you do in the community. This coach have camps for the children, Easter egg hunts, Thanksgiving baskets. I can just go on and on and on about the things that he do, and the team come out. The kids are crazy about, they know them all by name. They have started picking jerseys with the numbers. They all wearing different numbers. You know, and it's just exciting on the south side of town. And North Titusville bump heads with it. And I just thank you so much, and we appreciate you so much, and I just had to do something. I wish we could give you something else, but I don't have that much in my budget. But this is one for your office and one for the team socializing room. And we put some nice frames because we want to hang them on the wall with our Jefferson County seal on them.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That's great. Guys, thank you so much. Obviously, we got a little trophy here on the side that we can take some pictures with. One of the things we talk about all the time at our place is that, you know, we play for the team, and the team for us is more than just the guys in the locker room and the people in the building. It is our community. You guys are our family, and you know, and from one of the first things we talked about was when we came back, and the return was getting our community involved. I think we were that way when we left, but you know, maybe we had to kind of go away to bring it back the right way. But you know, obviously the attendance at our games, we set the, you know, we had the leading, we were leading Conference USA again in attendance this year, so that's 2 years in a row. So that goes back to all our folks coming out and watch. Hopefully we're putting a good product out there for you to watch. But thank you so much for what you've done from the County Commission for the new stadium. And that's going to be a huge deal for our city, for our community, obviously for our program, and I know all the work y'all did. So once again, thank you for supporting us on behalf of the whole UAB family. This is not about me, this is about our team. And just let y'all know we're playing for y'all, and everything we do, we want to represent y'all in the right way. So thank you. Appreciate y'all. Go Blazers. And for the team, that's great, but also thank you and congratulations for that Eddie Robinson Coach of the Year. Coach. Thank you so much.
You know, this is all about teamwork. It shows you what we can get done when we work together.
I'll slide over.
When we have a unified voice, when the City of Birmingham, when the BJCC, when the University of Alabama in Birmingham, UAB, City of Birmingham work together, we can get things done. And this is the results or the fruits of our labor. And I can't wait to see 2021 and that brand new stadium and a winning football team. Now, we've done our job.
We're not in it yet.
And I look for you to continue.
We're gonna try.
We want you to always be a success. We want you to retire right here in Birmingham, Alabama, and God bless you, your family, and the UAB family, and Lord knows we appreciate you.
Thank you. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. You want to get in here and get a picture?
Yeah.
Y'all do some good smiles.
Would you like for the coach to hold his trophy with your photo?
All right. I'll hold it down. How about here? Here you go. Come on. Hold this trophy.
No, we built a separate room in the stadium to hold these trophies that he's going to win.
Good?
Thank you.
All right, thank y'all.
Thank you.
It's heavy too.
It is heavy.
That's about $10,000.
Appreciate y'all. Thank you. All right, only thing we need to do is buy you season tickets now, okay? All right, thank y'all.
Y'all may pass the plate there.
Yes, yes, pass the plate. Buy your tickets. Good to meet y'all. Y'all have a great day.
Well, that's a good way to begin this meeting today.
Thank y'all.
Next on the agenda, we have public hearings. Our first public hearing today is case Z 2019-001. This is for the rezoning of some property owned by Angeline Moore, Daniel Hall, and Marina Hall. They want to change from R1 single family to A1. It's about 18 acres.
Yes, 18 and a half acres. Yeah, this property is in an area with sort of mixed zoning. We've got A1, we've got R1 single family. It does fall under the comprehensive plan that was prepared in conjunction with the Concord community. The family who owns this property are currently keeping horses on the property, and they'd like to rezone the property from R1 to A1 for compliance to keep those horses. They also intend to split a portion of this property off for a family member to build a house. The planning commission, there was no opposition at the planning commission, but the planning commission took into consideration the plan for the Concord area to protect the residential character of the area, and requested that there be covenants placed on the property that would limit it to no livestock except horses on the property, and requesting that there be not more than one horse per acre, and that fencing be set back a minimum of 50 feet from any adjacent residential property, so that there would be a separation from the R1 properties to the south and to the west. And they're requesting that no electrical fencing be closer than 50 feet to any adjacent residential use. And the staff is recommending a small change to Covenant 3, that the setback would be, again, their additional setback would only be against properties under other ownership that are not part of the subdivision, because they are splitting a property off for a family member, and there's no need to really have that separation there. So they did recommend approval with those covenants to comply with the plan for the area.
At this time, I'd like to open a public hearing on case Z 2019-001. Mr. Hall, I believe you have signed. Y'all come on up.
Thank you. Yes, sir. We would just like to ask that the covenant number 2 be changed. At this time, we only have horses, but at some time in the future, we may want to keep something else. And one thing, we have grandchildren, and we were thinking maybe 4-H projects for them. So we're asking that covenant 2, if it could be just removed, because up above it in the description, it says for keeping livestock. So would you consider that?
Oh, sure. You know, what we're looking at, and I'm very familiar with the area, and
Okay.
everyone I just got cow.
Correct.
So, the 1 per acre seems to be, that is about the minimum that you can have that a large animal can graze and
Correct.
and be fed. So we'd like to keep that covered in there.
Okay.
But, I personally have a problem with limiting it to just the livestock
Okay.
at 1 per acre.
Okay.
Motion.
I thought horses was livestock.
Well, they are.
I'm fine with it.
Okay, what if we want to keep like a sheep, something like that? Okay, and that wouldn't come
And
under
just
the,
remove the horse restriction and let it be large animal.
okay,
Is that okay? You know, there's so many cows down here, I would hate for her.
Right, correct.
Everyone, a lot of people are down here raising big cows.
Okay.
For their freezers.
We're still public hearing.
Is there anyone in the audience, that would like to speak in favor of or in opposition to this? This is out. There being none, the public hearing is closed. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make an amendment to the covenants. That number 2 reads only livestock permitted, or that livestock is permitted, but there shall be no more than one animal per acre.
Large. One large animal. All right. Second. Motion been made, second. All in favor say aye. Aye. Thank you very much. It's been approved.
Thank you.
With that change to that covenant. The next is B 2019-003. This is Woodward Golf Country Club. They would like to change for special retail on premise.
On-premise beer, wine, and liquor, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Currently, they have a country club license, which allows them to sell beer, wine, and liquor to just members of the club. This new license, again, this is the new thing that the ABC Board is offering, will allow them to extend those sales to guests of the members as well. And so that's why they've made the application for the ABC Board and then us.
You know, I bet they've been doing that. We're just trying to get them.
Those are things that I didn't feel comfortable saying.
I understand. I understand.
Just sell it to the member of the meeting.
Yeah. Play golf. I have this time I'd like to open a public hearing on B, beverage case 2019-003. Is there anyone in the audience who'd like to speak in favor of or in opposition to this? There being none, the public hearing is now closed. Move the item.
Second.
All in favor say aye. Aye. Thank you very much. Commissioners, you have 40 resolutions that we properly vetted on Tuesday. Is there any particular resolution that a commissioner would like to pull for separate consideration or vote? Chair will entertain a motion.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye. Aye. All right, thank you very much. Mr. Patelis, do you have anything?
No, sir. Nothing today.
That's always good. Attorney Lawson.
So I'm the bearer of bad news. I'd like to request that we have a brief executive session. I think I've sent a memo to that effect, very briefly.
Okay, very brief. Any action to be taken?
No action to be
When you
taken.
say very brief, 15 minutes?
15 minutes.
15 minutes for an executive session.
Correct.
Properly, let's begin it at 9:45. How about that? That gives you 15 minutes. Okay, we're good. Let's do it at 9:40.
We'll do it in Mr. Patelis'
My conference.
conference room.
In your conference room across the hall.
Across the hall.
Your new conference room.
Yes. This is still under construction.
I got it.
I move that we move to executive session at 9:40.
Okay, we have a motion and we need a second, and then we will speak. Have a motion moving to executive session? Okay, we'll go into it. As soon as we go, do that, I was gonna give every commissioner an opportunity. I have a second. Mr. Roberto.
Commissioner Amon,
Yes.
Commissioner Lott,
Aye.
Commissioner Scales,
Yes.
Commissioner Tyson, Commissioner Stevens.
Yes, thank you. And before we retire into the executive session, I'd like to offer any commissioner an opportunity to speak to the body.
I just wanted to announce that Coach Bill funeral will be at 11 o'clock Saturday at Lawson State Gymnasium. And the people who just didn't know Coach Bell, when I tell you a fabulous person that you did not get an opportunity to meet. Coach Bell had the ability to go into low-income areas, high-income areas, and girls with athletic ability to play sports and to turn them into major league basketball players. He has the most number of recruits from 12-year-olds all the way to the WNBA in the history of women's basketball. If he was recruiting men, he would be a millionaire. The bottom line, he would be filthy rich. But he thought enough of our community where he seen the young ladies falling in the crack. He went into those areas and recruited those girls with no money. I worked with him for 32 years when he started the team. And he had 16 teams at one time, then he had 20 teams at one time. And when I tell you the teams won, he was so successful to Hoover, Hueytown, Pleasant Grove, Mississippi, New Orleans, brought their girls down here to play AAU basketball. He was that successful. And I just don't see anyone replacing him, because what he did, it took up a lot of time and his money. And I don't see anyone else putting all that time in. But we lost a legend. I would like for you to keep his family in your prayers, but I just would like to make sure Birmingham or Jefferson County don't forget this hero, because he was truly a hero to the community. And thank you for letting me speak, President.
Thank you.
I'd echo what Commissioner has said. We need more leaders, and leaders like Coach and like Coach Clark. They are and were what's right with the city and the county, and we need more like that.
Thank you, Mr. President. I want to ditto what Commissioner Tyson and Ammons said about Coach Bell. I had the pleasure of working along with him and Regina Carr Hope, who's Danny's Carr's mother. And all I can say is that I think it would behoove us, especially being that Birmingham City Schools are very challenged financially, to support our athletic programs and other auxiliary programs. He did an amazing job. And to be quite frankly honest with you, I know that Commissioner Tyson probably has prepared a resolution from her office, but I'd like for the commission to recognize his work. A lot of people will help as long as it's financially feasible. It's hard to find good help, good support, when you don't have the resources. And he was able to do that. And if you've ever seen any of the girls basketball players for Winona High School, when they go to the championship over there at BJCC, everybody says, oh, there comes Winona. And they know that they're coming not only to play, but to win. And I think it was 5, is that right, Commissioner Tyson? I think he won 5 championships, and actually was my neighbor around the corner at one time. So I really appreciate what she's doing and the fact she brought that up this morning. Also, in addition to that, we're given a little space of time so that all commissioners can be present with this 3-way agreement that we've just passed unanimously for the city of Fairfield. I think that the city of Fairfield is in transition, and I'm not necessarily, as this commissioner, interested in them annexing into another city, as much as I am them being strong and healthy for their own city government. So I'm proud today to be able to say that as a commission that we joined alongside to help them by way of adopting these 3 particular roads, and then we'll maintain those roads So I want to thank the mayor, I want to thank the council for coming together, working with us, and I look for more positive interaction between the county commission and the city of Fairfield. So if you all can meet us outside, you all know what's happening today. I think this is a great day for the city of Fairfield, and I just wanted to make that announcement. Mr. President. Oh, hold on, and let me just say this. And we thank UAB, but I'm also gonna bring Miles College up here because they too won the SIAC conference. And so I want to make sure that we give a proper acknowledgement to them as well. Thank you.
Commissioner Knight.
Mr. President, may I start speaking before Commissioner Skips?
No. No, and I got a second, and we voted no.
All of us have been influenced by a coach in our lives, and today we honor two. Coach Clark, who is doing a great job at UAB, and Coach Bell for what he's done. So we all have those special coaches in our minds, in our hearts, that made a difference in our lives, and these two gentlemen have made a lot of difference in a lot of lives. So, thanks for honoring both.
Thank you. You know, I appreciate the opportunity to, along with the other commissioners, to sit here in this position of responsibility to serve you, the citizens of Jefferson County. We all serve based on our skill sets. And these coaches that we've honored here today have served to the best of their ability and have touched many, many lives. We on this commission are humbled to honor them and to look to them and their guidance to the way that they got it right. And through working together and remembering our mission statement as they did, we hope to improve the quality of life and quality of place for the citizens of Jefferson County. With that being said, this meeting is recessed until further notice.
speak for Fairfield, having these new roads take over the county's going to maintain and improve?
First of all, I want to extend my gratitude to Jefferson County Commission on behalf of the citizens of Fairfield. These roads will be a traditional, be just a tremendous impact on the city of Fairfield in terms of our trying to do some economic development by repairing those roads and providing some good infrastructure for the city citizens that will improve the motivation and enthusiasm for the city citizens get involved with the city. So we're deeply appreciative of the county commission doing for us.
How much more work needs to be done on the roads over there? I guess you can concentrate on now that you have these roads done.
That is correct. I was just talking to one of my council members who was saying that we're going to go around and take inventory of all our roads, and we're going to be looking to take what funds we have left from our little road money to try to make sure we patch potholes and make sure that we're striping, stop signs, those type of things, make sure that we improve the streets as much as possible.
How do things stand right now? This is what I'm talking about for a while. How do things stand right now financially and such? I know that's an ongoing fight for Fairfield. How does it stand as of today?
The city of Fairfield is still financially challenged. However, we have worked out, we think, a plan to go forward. We're going to concentrate on just the essentials and try to budget our money to make sure we try to meet our essential needs.
Can you elaborate on the I got you? I want to ask you, what is the situation regarding the mayor? And you say showing up, and the council's contention is the mayor's missed enough time that he needs to be replaced. He's no longer mayor. Is that true?
Well, at this time, if we do the litigation, don't want to really get into that. I will leave that until after the final legalities of it work now.
But it's the council's position that you need a new mayor?
Well, it's just saying that the council just follows the operation of the law. Whatever the law dictates is what we do. So we are operating within the dictates of the law. We follow the law. And we are united, and we're going to work together to make sure that Fairfield continue to maintain of the city. As County Commissioner Scales pointed out, we are not interested in being annexed. What we want to do is get ourselves to the point where we're able to stand on our own feet and be able to provide the services that the citizens of Fairfield need. And that's why we are so appreciative of this Blue Road Agreement, because it will help us with infrastructure, whereas we was financially challenged. The roads fixed, potholes, that will help us make the city more attractive to bring some businesses back to the city.
Thank you very much. Mr. Mayor, get a quick back to you.
Ms. Skills, Commissioner Skills, you want to go first?
How did y'all want to do it?
No.
Should we change mics over there? Should we change the mics over there?
Hey, Joseph, you might want to go around this way. I don't think this is getting right in that hole.
Alan's going to be standing right there when he gets back.
Y'all ready to come on back over? Yeah. Come on, Tyson. Come on, Jimmy. What we gonna do? I'm gonna talk about the Blue Road Agreement, and I couldn't have done it without you. Sorry. Coming on, Tyson. Yeah.
What does it mean for the county? You're only 2 cities away from having agreements. No more war with the cities over what's county roads, what's city roads. What does that mean for the county?
Well, I think it means a lot for the county because the county is rebounding from what took place in 2013, and what we couldn't no longer do, we're in a position to do it, and we're doing it now. And I think that more municipalities are going to feel that support that we are able to do as a county government, and we're excited about it. Today for Fairfield is just only an example of all of the many memorandums of agreements that we've been able to pass. so that we can better help the citizens of Jefferson County.
Did the county do anything else to help out Fairfield?
Well, as a matter of fact, let me tell you, in addition to the through road agreement, we are having a list that has been compiled for streets to be evaluated so that we can even help with potholes. We have infrastructure dollars, and we're willing to use those dollars to be able to help in addition to the roads that we have adopted today.
Okay, outside of the 3 roads.
Outside of the 3 roads.
So there's something, you agree, huge plus for Fairfield and get them.
Huge plus for Fairfield, because I think that when we're talking about economic development, you have to have highway accessibility, which is what they have, but you gotta have good roads. You gotta have good transportation, and you gotta have good public safety. So we're starting with good roads right now, and we're looking forward to maybe even the Sheriff's Department partnering with their local police department so that we can be able to better provide public safety for them. But in the meantime, we're excited today for what we've been able to accomplish.
What is the cost the county is expecting to pay to repair those roads, and where will the money come from?
Well, we have an infrastructure budget. When the county adopts a road, that means that we take full responsibility for that road, and that is included in the budget. Right now, we wouldn't have an estimated amount of money because you have to go out there and assess the road. But once that's been done, then it's put through the process like everything else. But what we're excited about is the fact that the folks of Fairfield can begin to see some county trucks moving in that area in about 2 weeks.
Mr. Mayor, what does it mean for your city, these 3 roads being taken care of, and you can sort of concentrate on the others?
Well, first of all, I want to start by thanking Commissioner Scales and her leadership. Before getting elected, she assured me personally, and I think even coming to a city council meeting, and assured the citizens there that she will get in office and make sure that she does her job for the citizens of Fairfield and those within her district in Jefferson County. And so she's kept her word, and I just want to say thank you, first of all, for your leadership on that. Beyond that, I just think that this is a good example of regional cooperation. The problems that the city of Fairfield are experiencing, along with the other municipalities in the area, cannot simply be resolved from within. We're going to have external assistance in order to really get the kind of help that we need and to make the kind of progress that we need. And this is just an example of regional partnership that is beneficial to the city of Fairfield. It's going to improve our infrastructure. It's going to improve our look. It's going to improve the quality of the experience of going through the city of Fairfield for so many other people that come to the city of Fairfield, including the citizens. So I'm just grateful for this opportunity.
What is your assessment of the financial situation as of today for what you guys are going through and what you need to do?
Hopeful for the future. Unfortunately, there are a lot of learning curves that still have to be learned. But we have opportunities, again, with the new commissioners and other elected officials in the area. I believe that there are some opportunities on the immediate horizon that will give us the opportunity to generate revenue and continue to exist and meet those obligations that we have daily as a city. And beyond that, we're going to just continue to plan and figure out ways to bring money and revenue and activity to the city.
Bankruptcy is off the table in your mind?
In my mind, but of course, my mind is not the only mind present in the city of Fairfield. I believe that we have the ability to avoid bankruptcy and right-size our city still. But again, efforts like the one that's been led by Commissioner Scales with regional cooperation and help will help us in that effort to avoid bankruptcy and just continue to operate as a city and continue to grow, give us the opportunity to grow in the future.
Your reaction that was contention that you've broken the law, you should be mayor, you missed so many meetings, you're no longer mayor.
Well, I'm sure you're aware that I'm not just a mayor, I'm also an attorney, previous city attorney, so I'm keenly aware of the law. That is not my focus right now. The law will handle that, God will handle that. My focus is on moving the city forward. It's not necessary for me to be in attendance at the council meeting in order for me to do my job as mayor. My job as mayor is to work with people within and without the city, to provide opportunities, and the council's job is hopefully to support those opportunities that I present to them. As we continue to move forward, I'm looking more forward to opportunities to work together with the council like we did on this through road agreement to realize these opportunities that God has allowed to come our way. And I hope that everybody will have the wherewithal to focus on the opportunities that are in the best interest of the city of Fairfield and not just the old political structures that have taken place for the past 18 years.
Where is that case right now? Where's, what are you waiting on? Litigation, where is it?
Down upstairs.
So you're waiting on just a ruling from a judge?
Well, we're waiting on the right spirit of cooperation in the city of Fairfield. I think once we get that, we won't have to worry about any more court battles. So this is just one other issue in a series of battles that are taking place. But again, my focus is not on that. The battle is the Lord's. My job is to continue to work on behalf of the people who elected me and do the job that they entrusted me to do.
Thank you, sir. Very gracious. All you guys are, we appreciate it.
Do you want to talk to the president, any other commissioners? Because of course, obviously, I can't do it on my own. Anyone else? We good?